So I remember when you first made that call to me, and you were like lost.
Oh, for sure.
Lost. Like you had no idea what to do.
Right.
Fast forward to where you are now, it's two totally different people. So take me back a little bit to like how you felt and what that was like to be 38 years old and facing an unplanned pregnancy.
I mean, like, I literally felt like my entire universe had blew up in front of my face. Like, I that was so far out of the realm of possibility to me, being pregnant, that I did not believe the doctor. Like, I went and took 3 more pregnancy tests. Like, this cannot be my life right now. Like, and I literally felt hopeless. I felt like I had no options. So to say that I was scared is an understatement. Like, I've been through a lot of things in my life, but that right there was like an asteroid just came and like smashed into my whole universe. So, you know, just the feeling that I got when I walked in and we sat down and had our meeting, and you just made me feel like no matter what you decide, even moving forward, if you decide to change your mind 2 months from now, that's okay too. Like you just like kind of put out the fire that I had in my heart, like my life is over, and you made me feel at ease, like, no, you're gonna survive this, it's gonna be okay. We just have to regroup and take one moment at a time. Because that initial, you know, I was 38, never had kids before, never been married, it was never on my radar. I knew that I was not equipped to be a mom. Even my whole life, that was just not something that was for me. Not every woman is supposed to be a mother, and that's okay. And, you know, the fact that I was so far along really complicated the entire, you know, it just changed the equation so much because I literally was out of options. So, but I feel like even if I would have been like 3 months, I probably would have done the same thing. Like, even though I went in there to go the other direction, I did not feel comfortable doing it. Like, sitting there, I felt this is not what I should be doing. Like, and I'm, you know, I felt super like, just how did this happen? I'm 38, like, how am I a grown woman and I allowed this to happen? So there was a lot of like personal, I attacked myself personally for being irresponsible. So that was something I had to get over, as far as I felt like I ruined my own life. So.
Did you have any reactions from family, friends that were in your life at that time? Was anyone involved?
I mean, I was honestly I did this whole journey alone. My mom was adopted back in the 50s, and her experience was terrible. You know, she was lied to most of her life. She had a very awful experience about it, and she told me straight up she would never forgive me if I did this. And my brother and sister were not on board. My brother was actually having a baby at the same time, and he was like, if I can do it, you can do it, and how are you a grown woman and you can't, like,
you can make it work.
You can figure it out, Mary. What is wrong with you? You're smart, you can figure it out. And I'm like, that, I know I can figure it out, but that's not helpful to my daughter. Like, me winging it is not good for her. I knew that. So I had no one. Literally, I was in the hospital alone, besides you. The entire time I was in the hospital, the whole week, alone. The entire going through the process of picking a family and signing the papers. Her dad did not want to be involved, which I have to respect. I feel sorry for him because he's missing out on a great little girl and great people. But I had to be okay with that. Yeah. I wish he would have been there, because I feel like if he would have met them and seen like how good it could be, I feel like he would have wanted to be more involved, but that's okay.
He's on his own journey too.
He is, and at any time he wants to come around, the adoptive people are willing to take him. It could be tomorrow or 10 years from now. And that shows how great they are. But like, you know, the adoptive parents were my support. You know, they were literally all I had in the world at that moment. So they saved my life. They saved my daughter's life, and they saved mine too. So I could never, they always say, we could never repay you for the gift that you gave us, but I could never repay them for saving my life, because the day I found out how bad it was, I wanted to drive to the bridge and just jump off. Like I was like, I can't do this. I'm not strong enough. I'm not equipped to make these decisions. I can't.
But you were strong enough.
Yes.
Right? And you made conscious decisions to give your little girl a good life.
Yes.
And today, when you look at her, what do you think?
Like it exceeded my expectations to like infinity. This was more than I hoped it could have ever been for her. You know, she's safe and she's loved and she's wanted, and they're giving her everything I couldn't. So while I struggle with the loss, I've gained a lot too. And on my dark days, I have to try to remember that.
And she's lucky to have all of you.
Yeah, she is a lucky little girl. That's for sure.